Hey guys, today I've got a gear review video for you. This is a set of rain gear. It's a separate jacket and pants. This is from a company called Stormrider. This is the SR6000 two-piece rain gear set. It actually packs up very, very compact. There's no bulk to it. It comes with this little zipper case and it all fits in there, so it's easy to pack. And I specifically bought this for my upcoming trip. Let me preface this with saying this is not an everyday kind of wearing gear set. It is not heavy duty. It's not meant to be. So this isn't something you would wear, say if you ride overseas where it rains a lot and you have your primary gear that happens to be waterproof. This is not that. This is meant to go over your existing gear. So it's very oversized and it's very thin. It's basically just like a rain jacket, a raincoat. A regular old raincoat that goes over your jacket and pants and to some extent your boots. So all we have is a lot of weatherproof material, some reflective material, zipper and Velcro, and in the back all the seams are treated with a weatherproofing rubber strip. Now I took a cursory glance over it and it looks pretty good. The neck, to seal well around your actual neck, has it's kind of like a corduroy material, so it's going to be nice and soft on your neck. And then you can unsnap these here and it gives you a little poncho, little hood. I don't know why you would need that. Well, now I do. For those that aren't wearing a helmet, there you go. I will of course be wearing a helmet, so I won't ever need to unfurl that, but it's there if you need it. And then everything just has a ton of Velcro to very quickly and completely seal. Now the only thing I noticed right away, just unboxing it, was this lack of the seam to the top. I can't imagine it supposed to be like that. The seam does stop right here. There aren't any holes, so it didn't rip out, but the seam is not exactly finished correctly. I'm going to sew that all the way up and complete it, just because like I said, I can't believe that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to call that a manufacturer's mistake. The other side is sewn all the way up to the top just fine. Other than that, everything looks perfectly good on it. All the seam seals look good. Everything else looks nice and tight. So not a huge deal. Certainly not worth the expense and hassle of returning it and waiting. Even though I don't need it right away, this will take me all of 5 minutes to sew up. So no huge deal there. And you don't sew it into the outer part of the material. It's in this inner flap. So there's no risk of damaging it doing it myself. But other than that, it's fairly lightweight. This neck probably has half the weight of the entire jacket. It's really, really thin plastic rubber-like material. They do give you some generous pockets. Again, Velcro closed. Completely rubber, so that it is waterproof. So you can slip your phone in here without any worries. That's one thing that kind of bugs me right now about my regular jackets, is the inner pockets, even on the inside ones, don't have rubber linings. So there is no complete waterproofing for slipping your phone in real quick. So like I said, this is specifically for my trip. This is something that hopefully I never have to use. All right, let me show you the pants here. This is for if I'm out and it's gonna start raining and it's more than just a spritz and I'm gonna have to be riding in the wet for a while. I can pull over somewhere, put this on. I realize it's not going to be a zip zip zoom on and done kind of thing. It is going to take a little bit of hassle, and then I can continue. But like I said, hopefully I never need it. And you know what they say about Murphy's Law: if you bring it, you're never going to need it. If you don't bring it, you're going to need it. So here it is. The pants are just straight up elastic stretchy. I mean, they go from pretty small to super generous. There's no worries there. Now, I took an educated guess on the sizing based on people's reviews. I got it from Revzilla. There were a ton of people that gave this big thumbs up. It was under 70 bucks shipped. So, a decent price. That should clue you in right there. This is not an everyday kind of suit, because the everyday rain gear, it's upwards of $1,000. So, day and night kind of build quality and that kind of thing. But for what this is, that's a decent price. This is a 2XL. I'm 250 pounds, 6'2", and I do have a belly. So it has to go over my jacket, over my jeans and all that kind of stuff. And from what other people were saying, this is going to do well. And looking on here, they have sizes from small to 4XL. They do have a size chart on there, but frankly, the ranges are so wide because of all the stretchiness and, you know, the variability. It doesn't really do you any good. Like the size chart for, I think it was the large I was looking at, it said it fit from like 34 to 48 pants. It's like, okay, well, you know, there's a lot of overlap between the large, extra large, and 2XL. But anyway, people were reporting similar to my size that the 2XL worked, so that's what I got. I'm going to be testing this now. I'm going to put it on, and I guess I'll show you me putting it on. Shouldn't be that difficult. I have seen some reviews that said it was a complete pain in the butt, but looking at it in person, I can't imagine it being that pain of anything. You've got elastic down at the end of the legs, plus zippers down here to cinch it tight. And then this, I'm assuming, goes underneath the heel. I can't really guess what else that would be for. It doesn't stretch all that much, so it may not be. But, I mean, I don't understand what a vertical loop would be if it doesn't go underneath your heel. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then I'm going to do a rain test, even though we happen to have a beautiful day today, of all things. It's been raining for the last week. I'm going to make my own rain. Let's make it rain. Okay, now this is going to be my first time putting it on. You can see, you know, about my size. Definitely got a belly there, so 2XL, that's what I'm trying. I'm using a Joe Rocket Reactor 3, and this jacket size is, as soon as I find it, oh, come on now, XL. This is an XL jacket. So I'm going to put that on. I don't have my helmet on just so I can talk. I don't think it would affect putting this on or not. Maybe just visibility of looking for zippers and stuff like that. But you can always usually take your jacket or your helmet off, I suppose, if you have to put on your rain gear. So the XL jacket, by the way, fits me very well. It's about half snugged. I still have good room. It's not tight by any means, but it's not flopping around. My last jacket was a double XL, and that was way too big for my size. I used to be a lot bigger. I lost 70 pounds. All right, so I'm just wearing regular old jeans, as you can see, same as any kind of riding pants you're gonna have. I'll go ahead and put my gloves on. Well, you know what, I won't, because again, those are easy enough to take off if you have to put the stuff on. I'll start with the pants here. Now, I'm not going to sit down. I'm going to do it kind of like I'd be on the side of the road, you know? So I've got the front and the back here. Carefully sliding through. Now my foot is catching because I don't have the zipper on that side undone. So my fault there. Let me undo that real quick. Thought I did both, but I only did one. There we go. Please excuse the neighborhood kids. Lovely sounds as always. Okay, this would be way easier if I was sitting down. I'll tell you that right off the bat. And of course, it'd be more annoying if you were getting rained on. Being real careful here because my heel is snagging on these as I'm putting my foot through. And if I were to just step through with my foot, that would very easily rip right through, I could tell. All right. So this strap here, I'll tell you what, I am not real keen on the way it feels on the bottom of my foot there. It's not real secure, at least on this boot. I'm just going to flip it off to the back. It goes way down on the boot as it is, so I'm not worried about it being secure. Now this is a bit of a trick. I want to lean on the bike. I got to get the pants really low to step in. So I don't have a lot of flexibility in the jeans, you know. I'm carefully putting my foot through this one. I did unzip this one. Just carefully working it through. Again, this would be way easier if I had some place to sit down. And there it's over my boot. Okay. Whew. Man, I'm getting hot. It's like 95 degrees out today. Oh, this is like wearing rubber. All right, so there's the pants. Very nice. You cannot feel them whatsoever. It's an excellent fit. I have just enough room. They're baggy. These are reflective, but they're not flopping around, you know? And then I can seal up the sides here, cinch those down around my boots, and they got elastic down at the bottom. They are nice and tight around the boots. So I have no worries about any water getting in these at all. All right, the elastic on the pants feels very good. They don't want to slide down. I still have plenty of room. I mean, I could easily be a 42, I'm gonna call it. These are 36s. Sometimes I wear 38s depending on the pants, the jeans themselves. So I used to wear 40s and sometimes 42s. These would easily suit somebody with a 42-inch pant size and still have a little bit of room. You want some elasticity. You don't want it to go to the extreme, but just to give you the range. But there is enough tension on these without any worry of it falling down. All right, now I'm going to put on the jacket. And I'm going to make sure everything is undone. We have simple Velcro closures at the cuffs, no zippers, like my jacket here. I'm going to go ahead and shut those just so I can have some streamlining. Whew. I am dripping with sweat. It is freaking hot. Shirt, jacket, and a jacket is going to kill me here in a second. All right, where's the other sleeve? That one's undone. That one's undone. All right, so now all we have is a zipper and the Velcro. Okay, sleeve length, very long, which isn't a problem. Everybody has different size arms. I do kind of wish they had separate availability. Where is that other sleeve? Because I often need a bigger jacket size than pant size. So I wouldn't be surprised if this jacket is huge on me. Yeah, actually, that is really good. Wow. No, I was wrong. Those sleeves are not long. Once you put it on, they are perfect motorcycle sleeves. They are just coming beyond my normal jacket sleeves. So you can seal them with your gloves, same way you would your regular jacket. This Velcro just folds over. You can make it as tight as you wish. Like that. Now my jacket ends and gloves are already a good seal, but this just extends past that. My gloves would be over this jacket, no problem. So if you have gauntlet gloves, and you're all set no matter what. So we've got elastic through here in the back. Right through here is all elastic. So don't worry when you go, oh, the zipper doesn't extend. Yeah, it does. In fact, you've got that much more room, like that. Stand by, wife has to leave. Okay, as I was saying, now we have to zip it up and use the Velcro. Now I saw a lot of online complaints about the zipper, so this is my first time using it. I'm not sure what they're talking about yet. They're insane. That is an even easier zipper than my regular jacket. So I'm going to zip that all the way to the top. Being careful about this top part I haven't sewn up yet. I think that's kind of affecting the very end of the zipper. So I'm going to leave it right there. It's well up into my neck as it is. I don't even think I would zip it up that high, even if it were raining. Now we just fold over the Velcro flap, and that gives us the 2-layer seal. Put this collar over. Wow, it's like a freaking turtleneck, man. Can't say I'm a fan of the collar. However, if it keeps the rain out, I might be a fan of it later. All right, so there we go. Even with that zipper undone, man, this Velcro is going to seal it. In fact, I don't know why you need the zipper. That's a tough Velcro seal. All right, so there we go. Now we got these two. It's kind of hard to talk when I put my chin down. We got these two cinches here, and that draws the string around the actual bottom. I'm not sure where that's supposed to land. If it's supposed to be above my hips, I would imagine, since I'm going to be sitting on the bike. But I think anywhere, as long as this is draped down over the pant seam, nothing's going to get in. Now looking in the back, I've got this much coverage. So I don't have any worries about water getting down there. All right, let's test this out on the bike.
Oh, what a lovely day. Do. Oh no, it's raining. Ah. Okay, first impressions. It feels like my butt's getting wet, but it's not. It's actually the cold. I don't have gloves on because they're not waterproof gloves. I don't feel like getting them soaking wet, so I'm not going to be making determinations about my hand beyond the wrist. And we're going through the rainstorm, and I'm getting fully wet. This is like if I was stopped at a stoplight, so the worst you're going to get in a rainstorm. It's hitting me vertically. You can see my setup here. It's coming down, it's hitting me in the face, dripping down my helmet. I can feel the raindrops hitting my chest and my arms, especially on my legs. Feels like I'm in a kiddie pool or a garbage bag. It's running really right down into my crotch. It is absolutely covering everywhere it needs to cover. So far, so good. I'm just going to give it a few minutes here and we'll see if I have any intrusion whatsoever. Alright, well that should be enough. That's been a few minutes of a constant soak. It's not going to get any wetter than this on the road, period. This would be in a downpour, sitting still. You'd be even better off if you're moving. So let's peel this guy off and I'll give you my final thoughts.
Woo! Well, I don't feel wet. Proof is in the pudding, though. My legs feel actually like they're wet inside. I don't think they are. It might actually just be sweat. It's that hot. But the water on this does give you a damp feeling. But I think I'm okay. Undo the Velcro up here. Velcro at the arms. I did not have any seeping in through the wrist. Now, like I said, it'll be a lot better with gloves on, obviously. And that'll depend on the gloves you have. But just for my test, that was more than enough. Definitely going to sew that up. Just because it doesn't feel secure when you're zipping up, that's got to be a manufacturer's mistake. Take this guy off. Comes off a lot easier than it goes on. If you have time to pull over, lean up against something or sit down, this is no problem to put on. But if you're just already wet in the middle of a downpour, this is probably going to be something you want to practice. That's kind of why I wanted to do this now. Hopefully, like I said, I never need it. But if I do, I want to know exactly what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So there's the jacket, and this would definitely be faster the next time. And the pants. Okay, I was looking because I saw some moisture here. That's just from my hands handling it, taking them off. It's perfectly dry. I gotta lean up against my dryer. Hold on. Okay, taking these off. Major pain in the butt with these boots. The heel really wants to catch. Oh, kind of straining my thigh muscles. It's pretty pathetic. Ugh, but I really don't want to rip them. This reminds me of being a kid putting on those stupid little pre-made Halloween onesie suits. Whew. That's kind of the material that it's made of, that real thin rubber kind of stuff. I would almost suggest taking your boots off before you put it on or off. It's that annoying. Especially since my boots are wet. Man, these heels were catching on everything. So there you go. Perfectly dry, I might add. The moisture you do see here, 100% sweat. This is not water. It is that freaking hot out. I am dripping. But it works as advertised. So there you go. Hope that helps somebody. Hope I never have to use it, but I have it for the trip and anywhere else I may be going that I think I might need it. For under 70 bucks shipped, I think it's a pretty good deal. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.